Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am coming to you from my bike today. I needed to get a bike ride in, and I also wanted to talk to you all a little bit, so I decided I would just kind of multitask and do both at the same time. Okay, so some of you know that I am training for another Ironman. So I did Ironman Chattanooga in September, and now I'm training for Ironman Texas in April. My goal, sorry, it's really hard right now. My goal is to make it to Ironman World Championships in Hawaii. Those are every October, so that is what I am shooting for. I am shooting for placement in Ironman Hawaii. So it's gonna take a lot of work. It's gonna take getting up early when I don't want to. It's gonna take a lot of time in the winter on my bike inside because I'm not gonna be able to go outside. I could actually go outside right now. It's not too bad, but I started when it was still semi-dark out because I'm running for a few hours today. Now the sun is up, but I'm already committed to my trainer. I'm halfway done, so I will be finishing up inside. Whew, there we go. Now it's a little better. While I have been training for my Ironmans and really everything in life that I've done, you know, chiropractic school, figure competitions, everything, there's always a little bit of imposter syndrome in the back of my mind. A little bit of, am I good enough? Can I do this? You know, is this what I should be doing? But mostly, you know, am I good enough for this? And there's been times where I have thought I wasn't good enough, that I couldn't do it, or I didn't know if I could do it. And I have let that imposter syndrome kind of rule my life and rule me trying to do what I really want to do. But I'm here to tell you that imposter syndrome is bullshit. It is just a bunch of BS. We allow ourselves to be in that cycle. We allow imposter syndrome to take over our thoughts. You know, we allow that. We allow it to get deep rooted, and we allow ourselves to stay stuck in it. And when you stay stuck in imposter syndrome, you cannot move forward in life. You might have a little bit of inspiration and start to want to do something. You might even have a little bit of motivation and get on the path of doing something different. Excuse me. But when you have so much imposter syndrome that's deep rooted, you cannot get to that disciplined state that you have to keep going forward and to keep on the path that you want to be. It's all about how you frame it in your mind. It's all about what's going on up in here. So if you are stuck in imposter syndrome like I have, it's time to start working on yourself. It's time to get out of that cycle. It's time to put you first and what you want to do first. But first you have to figure out what that is. You know, what is it you want to do? Do you want to train for an Ironman? Or maybe you want to start small and train for a sprint. That's what I did. Do you want a different job? Do you want to go to school? Do you want to stay home? Do you want to transition out of your job so you can be a stay-at-home parent? Do you want to be a better person? Do you want to be a better wife, spouse, husband, mom, dad, whatever? You know, where's that imposter syndrome showing up in your life? Because I'd venture to guess that all of us have a little bit of it, but it's how we work through it and how we reframe it is what gets us forward. So like I said, when I first started training for the Ironman, I had a little bit of that. I was kind of scared. I knew I couldn't do it myself because I know me and I know what it takes for me to do what I need to do. So I hired a coach. I hired an Ironman coach because I needed that accountability. I needed that person to push me, to check on me, because as wonderful as my husband is for this kind of thing, he would not be a good accountability partner. One, he wouldn't know how to program workouts for me like my coach Ryan does. But he just, you know, he's got different interests. He's got different things going on. So I needed somebody to hold me accountable to really putting the work in and putting the training in. So that's what I did. I hired a coach. So maybe you need to hire a coach. Maybe you need a life coach. Maybe you need some therapy. I mean, I think a life coach for me helped me way more than therapy ever did. But I know for a lot of people, therapy really works. So maybe you just need a good group of, women, mostly, I know guys might be watching this, but so a good group of guys, whatever. But a good group of people to surround yourself with, to hold you at a higher standard, to let you know that you are amazing, and that to validate everything you're doing, and to show you that you're not an imposter, that you can do this, that you can keep moving forward, and that they believe in you. That's one of the hardest things, is it's not finding people to believe in you. I feel like that's pretty easy, but it's believing in yourself and truly believing in yourself. Because again, for so long, I didn't believe in myself, and that kept me really stuck. And for me, doing my first sprint triathlon kind of started changing my belief in myself. And that was, oh goodness, I don't know, 2014 or 2004, 2005. And it was a long process from then. But really putting some time in and crossing that finish line for my first triathlon, it showed me that I can do whatever I wanted to do, but I just had to put my mind to it. And then going to chiropractic school, I was a single mom. I was scared. I didn't know if I'd be able to do it. And there were times in chiropractic school that I got knocked on my ass, and I didn't know if I would be able to do it. But I decided to keep moving forward. That's where my discipline came in. I was motivated when I enrolled in chiropractic school. I was inspired when I heard about chiropractic. I was motivated when I enrolled in chiropractic school, and discipline kept me moving forward. That imposter syndrome was still there a little bit, but getting through school and showing myself again that I could do it helped. Opening my practice, showing myself that I could have a successful business helped. But I still have a little of that imposter syndrome with chiropractic. Am I a good enough doctor? Am I doing right by my patients? Do I know what I'm doing? Am I helping people? And I get validation every day that I'm doing well. But still in my mind, there's always this little bit of, am I doing it right? And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be right all the time. And with everything you're gonna do, there's gonna be some people you can't help. There's gonna be some people that don't like what you're doing. And there's gonna be some people who just talk bad about you and put you down. But you have to know that you're not an imposter. Imposter syndrome is bullshit. It's all in your mind. It's time to transform out of that and get away from that and show yourself that you are truly an amazing person and you are who you are supposed to be. And if you don't know who that is yet, go figure it out. I know you can. All right. I hope you all have a fabulous day. Got an hour, a little under an hour left on this bike. And then I'm going to a wedding. See you all next time. Bye.